Ladies and gentlemen, the trading deadline has passed and everybody has made their moves for players that have cleared waivers. It is time to start the San Antonio Spurs rebuild. This will be my first try at rebuilding a team, as each team is vying for a trip to Wembyland. And for those of y'all who don't know, Victor Wembanyama is the unicorn everybody, including the San Antonio Spurs, are vying after. He is a center power forward. He is from France. He is 18 and he stands at 7'4", 230 pounds. He is a 7-foot giant that moves like a point guard. So this will be interesting, to say the least. So that's who all the rebuilding teams are going to be going after in the draft. Currently, we don't really have that many. We don't have that many players or stars. This is a young Spurs squad, and we will be trying to either tank or attempt to win games. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to opening day as we start off with the Charlotte Hornets.
$100,000 VC is waiting on your decision. Which previous winner is your top play of Season 4? Send your best plays on social media using hashtag 2KTVWOW, and you might be featured on 2KTV. Now, look at this. A microphone shaped.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then it's Ball, and it's Richards in at the 5 down low. And for the Spurs, sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Jones. Then it's Collins. And it's Sohan in at the 4 spot. And you think about all the anticipation over the last couple months. Doris, the regular season is finally here. It is upon us.
Amen, Kevin. We have been waiting so anxiously for NBA tip-off. Obviously, you're always looking to see the movement of personnel. How well do guys who've switched organizations fit in with their respective rosters? Is somebody now a title contender? So many anxious front offices hoping they made the right decisions. You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Now, here's Vassell. Rozier defending.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Ball kicks to Rozier. Back to Ball. Pass to Washington. The high post shot. Here's Richards. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for one.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Johnson outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Like seeing Johnson getting after it, taking on all comers and drawing the whistle.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Here's Ball, and the rejection by Collins. And he recovers it, and he gets it back. Ball with the bucket.
Now, being an outstanding rebounder seems to run in the Ball family. LaMelo doing his thing on the glass.
Inside. And there's Collins on the assist by Jones.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Hayward. Shoots over Johnson. Here's Richards. Rebound by Sohan.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And the basket by Vassell.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Here's Washington. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
To the paint. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Here's Ball. And the rejection by Collins. Ball with a wide open look. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Ball's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch and shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
And the officials will call the illegal screw right there.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
San Antonio making a switch here. Birch is checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. Now, here's Rozier. Right side, Ball. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Johnson kicks to Birch. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And they get it back. Johnson dishes to Jones. Back to Johnson. 5 to shoot. And they'll get another chance. Here's Sohan. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
Yeah, we're seeing some early signs that he is on his game. That putback's a good illustration of the work he's ready to put in tonight.
Spurs trail by 3. Johnson outside. Down low. That shot off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here matched up against San Antonio is how they'll tip off the new season.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
Spurs have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Birch the pass to Johnson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Charlotte leading by 3. Rozier looking around. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about that triple drive move from Terry Rozier? That handle is tight, folks.
And now the first timeout call here for the Spurs. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Charlotte also making some changes. Martin's checked in for P.J. Washington. Oubre comes in for Rozier. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball. Now here's Graham. And that one, good.
Boy, fearless inside play right there from Isaiah Roby. That's about using your length to generate your shot.
Smith the pass to Martin. And the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Passes it to Bates-Diop. Williams with the block.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Oh, wow, guys. Doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
And look who's coming out of the
Nick Richards. He's checked in for Williams.
fans. Make some noise for your Spurs squad. Checking in for the away team.
Hornets leading by 5. Smith finds Martin. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Hayward. Good on the shot.
Gordon Hayward.
Hayward's got his second basket of the night.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Smith against Graham.
Hornets foul.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward.
Hayward.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
There's 31 seconds left in the first. Graham from outside.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Charlotte shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Oubre outside. Yep, it counts.
Kelly Oubre
Adding
Jr.
to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
That's the end of the
And
first
so it's the
quarter.
Charlotte Hornets. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hornets.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
At the forward spots, it's Johnson and McDermott. Then there's Ken Burke. Then there's Devontae Green. That's the San Antonio 5.
Well, what a job, punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Ball finds Oubre. And here is Rozier. Ball fires from way outside. Birch grabs the board.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And it's Graham missing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Pass to Richards. Over Birch. Richards no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. And the basket by Rozier. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Outside, Jones. Here's Sohan. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Now the pass to Rozier. Oubre with it. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
A nice shot by Sohan.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Outside ball. Johnson against Oubre. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You see the athleticism and the length. Oubre able to get his shot off inside. That's a high percentage look for that young man.
Johnson kicks to Vassell. The 3. Hornets with the rebound. Washington's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Hornets shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. That free throw missing, and the Hornets making a change here. Hayward's checked in. He doesn't get the 2nd one, and even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media, and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Rozier the pass to Washington. To the middle. Here's Oubre. Rebound San Antonio. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Outside Jones. Johnson for 3. He's off on that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. Hayward dishes the ball. Rozier kicks the ball. Oubre outside. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
3.
Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
He's starting to develop that range. Maybe the stroke isn't perfect, but Oubre showing promise.
Here's Johnson. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
And the Hornets call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Obi, he's checked in for the Spurs. Keita Bates-Diop comes in for Johnson. Martin's checked in for Charlotte. Dennis Smith comes in for Ball. Washington passes to Martin. He kicks it to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. The 11-footer trying to get open is Rozier. Back to Martin. Pass to Washington. Over Collins. And it's Washington missing. And it's Jones with the ball for the Spurs. It's a 10-point game. And it's time for an injury report.
Well, guys, I had a minute to catch up with the Hornets' head athletic trainer. I was just told that he did break some ribs, and as you can imagine, this is a very painful and annoying injury. This is not how they wanted to begin the season, and it'll be interesting to see how much this hurts them. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open, let me make the game easy for him.
Now, here's Vassell. Rozier defending, and it's in there. Vassell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Rozier, steps back and trains the jump shot. And the Hornets lead by 10.
How about Terry Rozier showing a little bit of versatility, gets to the mid-range game and makes it good.
And so it's Charlotte with a 10-point lead.
Thanks very much, Gordon. How important was it to come out strong in the first half?
34.
Extremely important, especially against a team like this. We got to be solid on defense all game. No transition buckets.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They lead by 10. And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets? And it's just about time.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Charlotte leading by 10. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. The forwards are Hayward and Washington. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. And it's Richards in at the center. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
For San Antonio, they have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Hayward from outside. He can't get that one to fall. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Vassell. Back to Jones. The 3 from Johnson. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Hayward passes to Washington. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Washington's got 6.
I think Gordon Hayward's height and length makes him a difficult cover. In the pick and roll, this guy is superb at slicing passes through the defense.
Johnson dishes to Collins. Off target from 3-point range. Hornets leading by 11. Here's Rozier. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, stop taking ankles, Cherry Rozier. That's not fair.
And the burst of quickness on display with the Mobile One drive.
He's been a huge factor in this game, and drives like that show how valuable he is on the floor.
And here's Johnson outside. The offensive rebound. Vassell kicks to Jones. Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Misses from short range.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Johnson. Hornets with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
If you leave a teammate of LaMelo Ball that wide open, I promise you he will find him.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for the Hornets.
And look who's coming onto the hardwood now.
On the wing, Johnson. He has 5.
Make some noise for yours.
Looking to get it going. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It's easy to see why this team is excited about Johnson. He's a fantastic athlete with considerable upside.
And both free throws good for Johnson. Charlotte leading by 13. Rozier finds Oubre. Here is Hayward. He's defended by McDermott. And it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Oubre. Hayward's got 10 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Johnson against Oubre. Johnson's shot is off.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Graham, the pass to McDermott. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. McDermott's got his first points of the night.
Well, McDermott is working on that interior game because he has size and touch.
Oubre bounce pass. Here's Richards. That shot misses. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Graham in the corner. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And a fast break now for the Hornets. A shot by Hayward, wide open. That's tipped. Spurs trail by 16. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. A different look now for San Antonio. Roby, he's checked in for Kem Birch. And Keita Bates-Diop's subbed in for Johnson. The Hornets also changing it up. Cody Martin, he's checked in for Hayward. And Smith's subbed in for Terry Rozier. He's covered by Ball. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Three-pointer, Graham. The rebound by Richards. Richards got rebound number 7 for him tonight. They get it again. Martin dishes to Smith. Richards passes to Martin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
Here's Graham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And Graham drops them both. 1:06 left in the third. Smith outside. Here's Ball. It's hauled in by Bates-Diop.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Graham, the pass to Bates-Diop. Good work there as it goes. Bates-Diop's got his first basket.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Graham against Smith. Going inside. Shoots over Graham. Second chance shot. And that one's good. Richards.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt. Then this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Oubre outside. Smith the pass to Richards. Here's Ball. The shot, no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hornets on top, leading by 14. Live. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Jones. Then there's Ken Burch. And it's Sohan in at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Oubre outside. Now here's Rozier. He's guarded closely. To the inside. The 10-footer. Shot clock at 6. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Rozier. Rozier's got 3 assists tonight. Jones against Ball. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Jones.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Washington finds Rozier. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you love Terry Rozier drawing the contact in that instance, gets himself an opportunity at the foul line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And the Spurs making a change here. Collins is checked in, and it's Jones with the ball for the Spurs, trailing by 13. Johnson outside. Back to Jones. He tries for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Washington's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
On the wing, Rozier. Covered by Johnson. And the basket by Rozier. And the Hornets lead by 15.
That's the thing about Rozier, guys. He is fearless. He's willing to take on contact from anybody.
San Antonio calls timeout.
You know, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
Charlotte making a switch here. Richards is checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. You have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Spurs passing it around. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Ball with the bucket.
Well, the great length and the great size of the backcourt. LaMelo Ball continues to improve as an interior scorer.
Vassell kicks to Johnson. And there's the feed to Collins. It's blocked. Now Ball to the paint. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Vassell, the pass to Collins. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They led by as many as 18 points.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Now here's Hayward. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Johnson. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Vassell kicks to Collins. And here's Johnson outside. Drills the three-pointer.
A priority for Johnson continuing to work on his jumper, especially off the catch like there.
Charlotte calls timeout.
San Antonio, let's give it up for your Spurs Hype Squad.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LaMelo Ball.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Here's Washington. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. And the Hornets lead by 14.
Well, this clearly an area that LaMelo Ball takes pride in, the ability to set up his guys.
Vassell, the pass to Sohan. Vassell kicks to Green. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And here is Ball. Here's the floater. Count that one. Ball's got 4 this quarter.
Wow, the agility to beat the contact. Such a clever move by LaMelo Ball.
Hayward against Johnson. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Spurs ball.
Here's Johnson. Graham with the ball. From the top of the key. Shot by Collins, no good.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hornets.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for LaMelo Ball.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Passes it to Rozier. Back to Ball. To the middle. Here's Hayward. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Hornets lead by 13.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight they've done that and then some.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the game didn't go as planned.
This is Kevin Harlan.
It's going to take some time to, get back in the groove of playing 2K. But this is episode 1. I hope y'all enjoy this, because there's more to come. All right. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna simulate a couple of games. Alright, we won that one. We lost that one. We lost that one. So we played for the month of October. Alright, we are 1-6. That's not good. Alright, we're we pretty much have October covered. Next time you see us, we will either play LA or Toronto. So with that being said, let's take a look at the transactions and we will be out of here. So the Lakers signed Miles Bridges, the Jazz signed Joshua Primo, and the Bucks signed John Wall. Not bad. Alright, we're gonna save it here. And with that being said, like, subscribe. We'll see you next time here on the Spurs Rebuild. Peace.